In this video essay, I will be talking about 3 genres of TV shows. I have chosen the genres drama, comedy and period drama. In these genres, I have chosen 2 TV shows as examples. I have done this to explain the different genetic conventions, narrative structures and formats. Genetic conventions are the expectations the audience has before and during watching the TV or film from a specific genre. The conventions for a TV drama are the stereotypical expectations you have before watching it. The first TV show I will be talking about is Holby City. The genre for this TV show is drama. As you watch the show or any drama, there are certain aspects that the audience are expecting. For example, there is a new main event every episode. Some parts are more intense than others, and therefore there are short bursts of action. Dramas are also usually set in similar places. You're expecting them to be in hospitals, woods, cities or towns. Also, another convention is that you're expecting it to be about the same characters each episode, carrying on their stories. Here is a clip from Holby City.
There's our woman. Blast from the past, eh?
My brother.
Yeah, he had the same condition. That's how we met our Wonder Woman.
Wouldn't know about that.
He ended up having a transplant, but the heart didn't take.
I'm sorry.
But it wasn't for lack of trying, you know. We couldn't have asked for a better team. They worked on him like it was their own. He just got unlucky.
You should not be selling them this rosy outcome. You're just setting them up for a mighty fall.
I'm not. I'm taking this one step at a time, making sure I exhaust all possibility.
I trust your judgment. You know her, you know the setup.
Thank you, Professor.
I believe that Holby City shows all the conventions of a typical drama. It is set in the same place every week, which is this hospital. Their characters are also the same each week, and there is always a new event or drama each week. There is also one narrative structure to Holby City, which is a linear structure. This is when there is a beginning, middle and end to each episode. This is a narrative structure that is expected because in each episode there is a new storyline or a new event. The episodes in this serial are open-ending. This means, although the episodes have finished, there will always be a next time, and the episodes connect to each other to create a longer storyline and keep the audience addicted and entertained. Holby City also has the format of being realist. Although the storylines are made up for the audience's entertainment and can be far-fetched, it tries to replicate a real-life hospital and real-life scenarios. This TV show is realist. This is typical for this genre because it means it can show real-life scenarios and people can relate to it, but still keep the audience interested and entertained by exaggerating the storylines. For the second show of a drama convention, I have chosen to do Waterloo Road. This again has the genre of drama, therefore follows the same conventions as Holby City. Here's a clip from Waterloo Road.
I can't concentrate, I can't see properly. Tom, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Sam. Sambuca. Sam. 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 Rose! It's all right. It's all right, Sam. Sam. Come on. It's all right. Rose!
Follows the same conventions as Holby City. It is set in the same place each week, the school. It features the same characters and a new event happens every episode. The narrative structure for this drama, Waterloo Road, is linear. This is the same as Holby City and common for most dramas. This means that each episode there is a beginning, middle and an end. This works well for Waterloo Road and most dramas because it means they can easily add to the storyline and make a new event each episode. Although it might be a linear narrative structure, Waterloo Road has an open ending. This means each episode can continue to the next one, again with Waterloo Road as Holby City. The format is a realist. However, similarly, it is not meant to be exactly realistic, but enough to resemble real life and real life scenarios and situations. Waterloo Road is also the format of a serial. It is continuously connected by episodes that connect together to make the storyline. This is common of this genre because you can't always fit all the drama into a one-off episode, or so they have to have it continually to keep the audience interested and to carry the drama on. The other genre I have analysed is comedy. The genre has very different conventions to drama. Some of the genetic conventions are awkward moments and scenes. It is always based around the same characters and their lives. They feature typical stereotypes of people and take them to the extreme. Most of the time, there is a canned laughter to emphasise the funny moments, and they are usually set in urban surroundings, e.g. school, apartments or houses. I believe The Big Bang Theory is a good example of a stereotypical comedy, as it matches with most of the conventions. Here is a clip from The Big Bang Theory.
Have you noticed that Howard can take any topic and use it to remind you that he went to space?
Interesting hypothesis. Let's apply the scientific method. Perform an experiment.
Okay. Hey, Howard, any thoughts on where we should get dinner?
Anywhere but the space station. I mean, on a good day, dinner was a bag full of meatloaf. But hey, you don't go there for the food, you go there for the view.
It's fascinating. Let me see if I can duplicate the result. Howard, I've always thought the lemon was an underrated fruit. Care to weigh in?
Not really.
Oh, well.
You know, people say the Soyuz capsule is a lemon, but... Yeah, but hey, that baby got me to space and back.
The Big Bang Theory is a good example of a TV program from the genre comedy because it has in it all the genetic conventions. It uses the same cast and characters each episode and series. It also plays on stereotypes, splitting the characters to their extreme stereotypes. This TV show has also a lot of comic moments in it, with awkward scenes and the use of sarcasm. One of the features of a comedy that is similar to a drama is the narrative structures. It uses a linear narrative, therefore, like a drama, each episode has a middle, beginning and an end. However, unlike most dramas, the programme is closed-ending. This means that the episodes don't always link together and follow on the next. Each episode is a whole new story. Similarly to drama, The Big Bang Theory is a realist TV show because they have tried to make it as believable as possible, using scenarios and situations people face in everyday lives, but taking them to the extreme to make it funny and enjoyable to watch. This is typical of this genre to be realist because it essentially is using people's stereotypes and personalities to create the characters so that they reflect real people, but make it amusing by taking it to the extreme. The format of The Big Bang Theory is that it is a series. This means there are a set amount of episodes within a length of time. Normally this will be at least 20 episodes, then it will stop for a month or two, then start up again. This works well as a format for a comedy because it means the audience can break for a bit and that it is not completely continuous, that it is easier to keep up with and enjoy it. For my second example, I have used Some Girls from BBC Three. I have chosen this programme because I believe it to follow the genetic conventions of a comedy. It has the same characters each episode. It is set in the same place, in this case the school, and also uses stereotypes to portray characters, adding amusement. Here is a clip from Some Girls.
Did you know that all our eggs are there from the start? Like, we have in our bodies right now all the eggs we're ever going to have. Half the recipe for our babies. Weird. This little Kira and Nathan, that's what I'm calling my babies.
Alicia and Rohan. Diamante and Tyrese.
Ashley and Poppy. And Kimberly and Dolphin. And Angelina and Trinity. Who are twins. And I know exactly what they're all going to look like. I'm going to dress them in little matching outfits. I'm not having no boys, though. If I have a boy, one of you lot can have him.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
Some Girls follows the narrative structure linear. This is when there is a middle, beginning and an end to every episode. The episodes in Some Girls are mostly close-ending. However, each episodes do connect to make it flow, but there is a new event for the characters each episode. Some Girls, like The Big Bang Theory, is also realist. It is based around a group of teenage girls, therefore reflect how they act and what they do. This again is using stereotypes to emphasise the characters' personalities. The format for this TV show is a series. There are a set amount of episodes, then they stop for an amount of time. Some Girls only has 6 episodes in each series. This works well for a comedy because it means the audience can enjoy it whilst it is on and then have a break and wait for the next series instead of just a continual showing of it. The last genre I have analysed is period dramas. Period dramas have similar conventions to a drama, however, there are often different formats and changes. Some of the conventions of a period drama are that they always use the correct costumes from the time it is set, the accents from where and when it is set, and usually set in old streets and buildings. For my first example of a period drama, I have chosen Downton Abbey. I have chosen Downton Abbey because I believe it shows the typical genetic conventions of a period drama. Here is a clip from Downton Abbey.
I will hold it steady and you can help yourself, sir.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
You'll soon get used to the way things are done here.
If you mean that I'm accustomed to a very different life from this, then that is true.
What will you do with your time?
I've got a job in Ripon. I said I'll start tomorrow.
A job?
In a partnership. You might have heard of it, Harville and Carter. They need someone who understands industrial law.
You do know I mean to involve you in the running of the estate.
Oh, don't worry. There are plenty of hours in the day. And, of course, I'll have the weekend.
We'll discuss this later. We mustn't bore the ladies.
What is a weekend?
Why shouldn't it be a wire?
Gentlemen don't work, silly. Not real gentlemen.
Don't listen to her, Daisy.
No, listen to me. And take those kidneys up to the servery before I knock you down and serve your brains as fritters.
Yes, Mrs. Patler.
Downton Abbey follows all of the generic conventions of a period drama. It has the correct costumes in it. They speak like they are from the time it is set. It is based mainly in a house that fits in with the time it's set. And there are also scenes of the surrounding areas being set in an old town or city. The narrative structure for Downton Abbey is that it is linear. This is the same as most of the conventions for my other two genres, drama and comedy. This is where there is a beginning, middle and end to each episode. Downton Abbey is also open-ending. This means it is slightly different to a comedy genre and that each episode flows straight on to the next. This is the same with usual dramas and works well for the genre because it keeps the audience entertained and interested. Downton Abbey is also a realist TV show. This means that all the characters and surroundings are based on actual facts and made so that it is believable. Although it is still scripted and some scenes are made for entertainment, it is still based around facts from the time to recreate history so that the audience can see what it was like and understand how they lived. It is very typical for this genre to be realist because it is about the past, therefore the writers will have based it on facts and information they have to make it more believable. The format for Downton Abbey is a series. There are a set number of episodes and then it stops and starts later on with a new series. This works well for the genre because it means that each episode can be longer and make the storylines more interesting for the audience and also to create suspense at the end of each series to keep them watching. For my second example of a period drama that I believe has most of the same conventions is Ripper Street on BBC Three. Here is a clip from Ripper Street.
It is an honour. I shan't let you down.
Easily said, Constable. Harder to prove.
This sideshow is now shut down.
On the grounds of a murder and abduction.
Your friend has designs on a change of location.
Police, get back! John Good. I want to know why he would run from us.
Ripper Street on BBC One.
I think that Ripper Street is a good example of a period drama because it shows most of the generic conventions of a drama. The same cast is used throughout, the same settings which are from the correct time, along with the streets, the buildings, the props, the costumes and the people. Ripper Street has more than one narrative structure. One of them is non-linear. This is when the episode doesn't run in chronological order. There may be flashbacks or it might begin at the end. This is used in some episodes to change it around and make the episodes more interesting for the audience. Although this is the case in some episodes, majority of the time the narrative structure is linear. That is, each episode has a beginning, middle and an end. However, they still do add flashbacks for dramatic effect. Ripper Street is an anti-realist TV show unlike Downton Abbey, when it is mostly based on facts. Ripper Street is changing the facts to make it more interesting and enjoyable. Although it is an anti-realist TV show, because of it being based on unreliable sources, there is no real evidence of the storylines and facts used in it to be real. Ripper Street is based around Jack the Ripper, therefore nobody really knows if it is factual or reliable or just a story. However, although the storylines are made for entertainment more than factual evidence, the surrounding atmospheres, the costumes, and the characters are based on evidence from the time to create the sense of realism. It is typical of this genre of period drama to be anti-realist because not all the facts are there, so that the writers would have to make them up and create their own ideas. The format for Ripper Street is a series. This is when there are a set amount of episodes. For Ripper Street, there are only 8 in a series. This is done similarly to the comedy Some Girls to keep the audience interested and entertained until the series has finished and waiting for the next one to start. Thank you for watching my video essay.